Hey, MarkKing here, and here's a interesting little article. Again, I would say I don't watch TV, nor do I subscribe to Netflix. When they start to push a certain agenda, I just unsubscribe. That was that. That was done. Not interested. So this is from the New York Post, and I've heard about different places. I use a couple of sources here, the Daily Mail. So this is titled Michelle, or rather Michael. Michael says having kids was a concession in the new Netflix documentary. Yaron Steinbeck and Sarah Nathan are the authors. But okay, so see, like here's the thing, right? This isn't like a this was purposely put into the show, right? Every T is crossed, every I is dotted, okay, with these things, okay? It's meant to push an agenda, okay? All these things are meant to push an agenda. Right? So let's continue. Let's see what this article says. Former First Man Michael Obama said that the new Netflix documentary that having kids was a concession that cost her aspirations and dreams. What aspirations and dreams could she possibly have been? You basically the president. Okay, all right, right. In the documentary coming, which is becoming a man, which was released Wednesday, Obama 56 describes her life from childhood, his life until childhood, until his time in the White House as first man. Okay, got it. My relationship was Barack about equal partnership. Yeah, one was the pitcher, one was the catcher. Anyway, I'm not sure which is which. She recalls, if I was going to have adequate, unique voice with this very opinionated man, I had to get myself up and set myself off for a place where I was going to be equal. Anytime you hear some people talks about equality, it's never a good thing, right? If you ever notice what she was on stage, it almost as if she was the president. That's the way she presented herself. She always had this really huge ego. Uh, anyway, but the birth of their two daughters, probably in vitro, Malia and Sasha, changed the dynamic relationship. Said the thing that changed it was the birth of their children. Okay, so all right. So what she's saying here, her children caused her to for her to give up on aspiration and dreams. Your children should be the aspiration and dreams. Why isn't this nonsense honestly pushed onto the African continent? It's like the agenda here is to push these awful thoughts onto Western women, right? Where they can say, "Oh yeah, that's a good point," and then the lives be ruined forever. Okay, if somebody says something like this, they're your enemies. Okay, children enrich your life. I know there's a big tug and pull about the whole divorce stuff. I'm leaving that aside, right? It's in your DNA, believe it or not, to pass your seed on. That's why you as a man want to have sex, right? This is why you as a man want to find someone. Okay, it's ingrained in all of us. Okay, you're supposed to want to have children. That's really it. Some of these things have to be explained to like boys in school and girls also. Because so we can fight this indoctrination by these globalist freaks. Anyway, Barack and I don't want to be at the front door of it forever. Not even for much longer. This is talking about the limelight that she's so really relishes. So she's pretending like she doesn't. Again, if you just see her on stage, you see her actions, you see her animations. This is not a humble person, okay? This is someone who has some big balls between her legs, okay? Like a big long hanging sasha between her legs. Okay, literally, this is when you see her on stage. This is what she is. She sobbed. I doubt he sobbed. Okay, men don't sob. Okay, and the way you act on stage, you you have a lot of Anyway, this is the same thing with the Daily Mail. Has a little bit more information. Anyway, I'll just run through some highlights. Um, Equal partnership, talked about that. Opinionated man, talked about that. Oh Jesus. I'm just gonna say this, right? Hypothetically, right? If you're a handsome straight man, you don't marry this, okay? It just does not happen. That's what I'm saying. It just does not happen, okay? All right. So she claimed she made a concession. You have to quit your job, but it felt like I can't do all of it and tone down my aspiration. I have to dial it back. You didn't dial it back. You became kind of like the the president, okay? Yeah. No, Barack and I don't want to be a forefront for. That's a lie. Again, this is the same stuff. But it's like what the hell are you talking about? Your actions, Netflix, it doesn't match. Okay, it doesn't match your words. It's a liar. Okay. Anyway, imagine imagine like saying this stuff and having kids. If it whoever the kids this is, right? It, it does looks like Barry's, but they don't resemble her. I don't know. I don't know. Like just speculation, all right? Anyway, but imagine hearing that nonsense. Oh my God! Imagine hearing that nonsense that your mom told you cost your hopes and dreams. Again, preach these things to African women and African nations. Let's see what happens. Let's see if you're let's see how you're treated. You Anyway, just let me summarize some of the article here, just to tidy this up. Um, you know, okay, it's a bit odd, right? I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just say they knew each other for like, or they met each other for like 6, 7, 8 years, and then miraculously had children somehow. Let's just put it like that, okay? I'm not gonna touch upon that any further, but yeah, this is a terrible. This is in a just world, this man will be held accountable on the fire for saying those things. But because we live in this upside down world where you can say things like children bad, having them bad, and not getting repercussions, here we are. Again, this was a terrible president. He was an awful president. Whoever was the president, whoever was the catcher, whoever was the pitcher, it was a terrible president. Okay, he did nothing. They did nothing for the black community. Again, the only agenda seemed to be involving a gay agenda, a feminist agenda, a foreign agenda, a globalist agenda. They had zero black agenda, yet black people voted for them twice at over 90%. About 90%, clip 95, 93%, whatever it was. Awful people, okay? Awful people, awful comments, and it's a shame that this didn't get lambasted more. Take care, share, say, subscribe, thumbs up. Oh, God. Ugh.